Yo, what's going on, my beautiful people? It is your boy Lyndon Rise, brand new video here today. How are we all doing? Hope you're all doing well. Hope life is going well for you. Just come off the back of a little run I did today. I actually got a couple of miles in, literally about 2 miles, and it felt pretty good. But I was a bit disappointed, and I was like, and the reason why I was disappointed is because I was actually aiming to get to 5k, which is about just over 3 miles. So I fell just over a mile short, and I was a bit disappointed. But then I was thinking, the whole idea behind that is that when I first started running, bro, I couldn't run 200 meters without getting tired. So literally getting to a point of running 2 miles would have been like, oh wow, you've done it, yes, amazing, like 3 points, amazing. But now, because I haven't run for a while, even though at the moment I don't even like running, honestly, I'm not a fan of it, but I know it's important, fight coming up, it's got to be done. So I got 2 miles in today, and then I was like, my legs, I just couldn't do it, and I stopped. But instantly I was just like, I'm disappointed, and it's because the standard's been raised. And the thing about that is, I kind of realized that's when you know that you're growing in life, because your standard's not just raised for that one thing, it's like your standard's just being raised across the board, and that's the thing. And you kind of realize this, it is important. You do kind of have to raise your standards in this world, because what's acceptable for someone at 16 is not acceptable for someone at 18. What you need to live up to, what you need to have, your attainments, your achievements, your assets, it's what you need. What's considered good at 16 is not considered good at 20, it's not considered good at 24, it's not what's considered good at 28. So like, throughout life, as you keep pushing forward, you learn more, you develop more, you get more into your mentality, into how you think and what values you have. And the more you can learn about that about yourself, then naturally your attainment should go up. Like, not every path is linear, but you should see, especially over a period of like 2 to 4 years, you should see that stuff should slowly start increasing. So I think that's kind of what's happened to me. Like, especially I think just seeing it first with running is just like, a year ago, if I ran 2 miles, I'd have been absolutely ecstatic. But today I'm like, it's a bit disappointing. And I think when you look at it now, but then you're like, oh, that's so negative. But it's like, now I might look at running a half marathon and be like, that's a lot of work. But a year of running time, I might be like, you know what, that's the standard. I'm not, that's the standard, but I'll be like, that's amazing, it's 3 points, but it's something I've done before. Act like you've been here before. I love that phrase. So like, it's just so direct, it's so blunt. Act like you've been here before. But sometimes you kind of have to, like, I can't lie, and it does work. So I think it's just one of those things in life, as you look to push on. I know if you're someone who generally watches these videos and you really enjoy kind of what I say, and you resonate with me sometimes, and I know you will feel this, is that sometimes you just have to take things to the next level. Because even like with this YouTube channel, before, if you guys got one video from me a week, you'd be like, that's sensational, like, oh, he's been so consistent, he's been amazing. But the standard for raising a YouTube channel and getting to the next level, it's not one YouTube video per week anymore, and I don't even hit that, to be honest, but which is poor. But like, the standard these days is, if you want to grow a YouTube channel, you post every day. Like, it's non-negotiable, because YouTube has so much things going on. It's like, how do you keep people's attention? How do you keep things interesting? You upload every single day. That takes a different level of effort, but if you're able to achieve that, then that's when you progress to the next level, because you're willing to do the work that the other 97% of people do not want to do, and that's why you progress. Really, it's 99, but I'm saying 97 because there's me, POV, but you know what I mean. It's important, man. And that's the thing. Sometimes, like I say, maybe there's times where I'm trying to think of examples. I think even if you get like gaming, even like a Call of Duty, bro, like, when you were younger and you weren't that good at the game, maybe you started getting 20 kills in like a 10-minute game, you'd be like, that's sick. But when you got better at the game, you play a few more years, suddenly your standard's like, oh, I want to get 40 kills a game, because I've got better, I've learned the game, I've progressed, I put in the hours, I know the guns. especially towards like the later point of the same game, you want to be better at it. So that's the same with life, honestly. But yeah, that's just kind of my idea, my kind of thoughts. Just that, yeah, just I'm kind of realizing now that like my standard for myself is increasing. I do want more for myself. Like I say, the YouTube thing is generally a target of mine, like to get to the point where I load every day for like a month. I think that anything, you can do anything consistently every day for a month, I think you're onto a winner. Like, because a lot of people do not have the discipline to do that. So I think if you're someone who can do that, if you can turn up every day to the gym for a month, you're on the right path. You can eat clean every day for a month, you're on the right path. If you can upload every day for a month, if you can play football every day for a month, any activity that you can do for 1 month every day and not fail once, I genuinely think you're onto a winner. I mean, I've achieved that with a few things, maybe like meditation, going for, I think I've been for a walk like every time, once a month. But the big things I want to achieve, I feel like I've not got there yet. But I'm gonna get there. And you guys are gonna see the journey. But yeah, that's kind of a brain dump, like I say. I'm at the back of this run and it's like 2 miles, that's great, 2 miles is amazing. Especially if you're starting out, 2 miles would be a massive win. But the point I'm at in life now, it has to be 5k or more, it has to be. Because we want to push on from 5k, like I say. Next two years, man, let's run a marathon. Because why not? Why not? There's nothing stops me from doing it but myself. And the thing is, running, especially if you are a runner, as you know, running is all mental. It's a mental game. It's not like your legs will be okay. I'll trust you. Unless like you really don't train legs and you really have never stepped out and ran before, your legs are not going to be the problem when you try and run like a half marathon or a marathon. I'm telling you now, it's going to be your mental. So you thinking you can't do it, it's pushing past the 2 mile mark, push past the 5 mile mark, push past the 10 mile mark, pushing past, it's those barriers that if you haven't encountered them before, they might crumble you. But the more you practice, the more you genuinely believe you can do it. I'm telling you, that's the thing. So the difference between, like I say, doing completing the marathon, I genuinely think most people can do. The thing that people get unstuck is they're like, I have to complete it in a certain amount of time. I want to be quicker. Then at that point, yeah, then your physical health, your gym training, your like the way you bounce, the running technique, that will come into account. But when it comes to genuinely just getting it done and just doing the distance, I think most people can do it. And I think if you don't believe that, because mentally you've not proved it to yourself, you've not pushed yourself to that limit, you've not got yourself to that edge where that actually is capable. So that'd be my kind of thoughts on it. But yeah, I'll let you guys go. Like I say, didn't win today, didn't do what I wanted to do today, so I'm having to walk back as a bit of a punishment for myself, really. But we'll get back, we keep moving, we keep pushing forward. But much love to you all that do come out, support, watch the videos. I love you all. Just yeah, like I say, September 24th, as much as it's for everyone that this victory happens, especially if you lot that do support the main videos, the main channel, because without you guys I don't know what I'd do, I don't know what the channel would be like. So yeah, thank you for continuing to support, and just seeing it in the times where it's not as great, like I say, good times are coming, the level is going up and we're gonna rise. So much love to you all. I'll let you all go. Have a wonderful rest of the week. You will see a video from me tonight, actually, the announcement video that's going out. As soon as I get back from here, I'm gonna edit that up, get that out, and then we'll be done. But yeah, much love to you all. I'll see you later. Peace.